Do you guys take notes while learning? I recently bought a course from Udemy and wanted to transit myself from a manual to automation engineer. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The current course is of REST assured API. What I'm wanting to know is how you how do you learn anything online? Or I don't know, that's a weird grammar. Do you take notes while learning or start playing with stuff while you are learning? During my academics, I am a person who takes notes while studying. It helps me memorize or helps me focus. Kindly share your insight. I am a Q engineer with 6 years of experience. Shout out to you for 6 years of experience. So this transition is really important for me. I know I am late. Yes, you are very late. Help me with my new journey. Okay, cool. Thanks in advance. All right, cool. So let's go to start the clock. And I don't like taking notes, to be honest with you. I try taking notes. I never go back and read them. I never go back and study them. Oh my God, I'll try to take notes in different applications and stuff like that, and then I lose it. I don't even know what application they're in. And I open up the application, I'm like, oh, that's where these notes are, right? I am not a note taker. I am such not a note taker that when I have meetings, any meeting that I have now, like outside of work, but when I'm doing my meetings and my coaching calls or my Scrum Night meetings, whatever the meeting may be, I have my AI assistant joins the call and takes notes and gives me a summary and then emails them to me because I like to focus on the conversation, and I'm also like monitoring different things. So now to add on top of it, oh, I have to take notes and try to like, and you want me to pick out what's important, what's not important. I let AI do that, you know? So I'm not a big fan of taking notes. Now, some people, they like to learn with notes and stuff like that. But me, I don't memorize things. That's one thing about me. I don't memorize. I will research and look it up. And so I get the general idea and concept of how to do it. And then when it comes time to doing it, I'll just like use my resources to get it done. So that way there is so many different things to learn and to do. And I'm able to figure like it might take me a little bit longer, but I'm able to figure out so many different things. Like I said, like the thing that we're working on at work. This could have been a massive time consuming project, which could have delayed us like even more. But through innovation and quick thinking, through critical thinking, I was able to come up with something to get us further. And I think when we are more into memorization and stuff like that, it kind of stifles our creativity. And that's why I don't like to memorize things. And that's why like when it comes to these certifications and these tests, and it's like, oh, I just have to memorize this and pass this test. But then when it comes time to actually act in the field and to perform, then we miss the mark. You know? So that's why my learning style is different because I'm not trying to memorize stuff. I'm trying to understand it. Why does it work that way? How does it work? And then when it comes time to it, then I just go to it and I start writing it out. And then when I get stuck on something, I say, okay, what was this command again? What was this? And then I look it up and then I get it to work. See, and that's why I'm always running like over and over and over again, so I can have that immediate feedback to know if I'm doing it right, if I'm doing it wrong. When you see me doing the Flutter in the morning, I don't memorize a lot of the things. And Flutter's a totally new application, new language for me. And look how much we've been able to do and just working on it mostly in the mornings. I'm not like memorizing every single line of code or every single theory or concept. I'm just great at looking things up and figuring out how to get them done. And then now it starts to stick. So now that I've done it before, when I have to do it again, I'm like, okay, I remember I did this and I did something like this, I did something like that, and I start researching again on how to do it exactly because I never do the same thing over and over and over again. So so understanding the concept is going to help me to remember the right way to get things done. All right. So Think about it like that. If you're a note taker, great. Take your notes, but you want to build your creativity. You want to build your critical thinking skills. To me, that is the most important thing that you can have is critical thinking skills. Because it's going to help you really, it's going to help you figure things out. It's going to help you figure things out. And that is how you get paid the big bucks. It's not get paid to just like write these automation tests over and over and over and over again and run them over and over and over again. It's when you come into a roadblock, when you come into a problem, how do you fix it? And here's the difference. A lot of times with QA engineers and with software engineers, right? Software engineers, they're amazing at solving any type of like building a solution, figuring out a software. But QA engineers, they're like, okay, there's this tricky testing scenario. How are we going to test this thing, this amazing solution that the software engineers built? How can we test it efficiently and effectively? And now that memorization is not going to get you there. The memorization is not going to get you there. The ability to think on your feet and to move around, maneuver into trying different things out based on the concept that you know, and then once it works, now you have a solution that you can implement. So that's my thoughts. That is how I see it. Do I take notes? Personally, I don't really take notes when I'm learning stuff. If I was studying for a certification, maybe I'll take notes so I can memorize it and get my certification. But I would rather be doing, right? And I learn through doing, through getting my hands dirty. When I did the QA meetup at the beginning of this month, right? Maybe 2 weeks ago now. I asked everyone, I go, so what is your learning style? And everyone said, it's hands-on, getting my hands on it, seeing something run, seeing it work. That's my learning style. And, I totally agree with that. All right. So, hopefully that helps. But everyone's learning style is different. So do what works for you. But remember, do not give up on creativity. Make sure you're being very, very innovative, because innovation solves problems. All right.
If you enjoyed the fascinating information shared in this video and you want more, be sure to hit the subscribe button to Tech Coach Ralph to be notified for new videos.